I am going to help run a Buddhist cohort that we're starting in a couple months, and it's going to last a long time. It's going to be 16 months. And I'm not the teacher, but I'm the tech guy. So I'm going to be taking this class and helping run all of the events. And it's going to be a hybrid class, so there's going to be some people who can attend things in person, and sometimes people need to attend things online. It's going to be about 20 or 30 people in the cohort, and they're going to be all around the world, so that's fun. So I'm in the eastern U.S., but there's people in all over the U.S. There's people in Hawaii. There's some people in Europe. There's some people in Japan. And the thing about making this work is that there needs to be some kind of home landing page that's beautiful, inviting, easy to navigate. So that hits on a few things that I'm good at and some things I'm not good at that I'm going to learn about, which is how to make it beautiful and inviting and easy for people to navigate. And there are all kinds of people of different tech skills in this class. So there's some quite older folks who are not so familiar with the computer. There are some people that are extremely technically advanced that are programmers, and they can deal with multiple monitors, logging in, logging out, no problem at all. Some people prefer to not really use a computer or maybe just use their phone to do things. So I need to pick some system that's going to work for everybody. And some of the people that lead the course aren't that familiar with computers. So it needs to be something where if they want to share a PDF with the group, if they want to share a link, maybe they found a video, it needs to be really simple to use, look really good right away, and be totally reliable and not lose anything. So I'm thinking I'm going to look through things like Notion. Zoom Docs is something that's new that I'm not that familiar with. Google Docs, I know, is trying to compete with Notion. They're trying to change Google Docs into some sort of canvas. So I'm going to be trying all those things. It needs to be something where it's really clear where everything goes. Secondly, we need to deal with all the events. So it's going to be in person and it's going to be online, and it needs to feel equally good for both. In person, we got no problem. We have a beautiful meditation room. All 30 people can be there, no problem. But it's really about making the online portion beautiful and inviting and easy to navigate. Since this is 16 months, I need to pick the right thing. I do not want to be changing horses midstream. Not that I know how to ride a horse, but I don't want to be changing tech stacks midstream and asking everyone to switch to something else. I'm thinking I'm going to go through the manual, painful labor of making every single event for this in Google Calendar or something like that, or maybe Zoom Calendar, maybe Notion Calendar, I don't know. Putting all of the events in there so that everyone's joining the course can click one calendar and subscribe and just get all of the events. They'll have all the links, whether that's a Zoom link or a Google Meet link or whatever it ends up being. And that over time, whatever system we're using, there's going to be more and more information added to it, more pages, more links to recorded Zoom videos or Google Meet videos or whatever, more comments on articles, So it's going to grow, but it needs to stay beautiful and easily navigable. This isn't a cohort where there are assignments that people receive with deadlines that they need to fill out and turn in. That was an important thing for me to find from the teachers of this class. That frees us up in the kind of tech stack we can pick. So we don't need to pick something that says I can have a task and assign it to someone with a due date, and they upload the thing and then I pull it down to review as maybe a math teacher might do, right? That's not what we're doing here. There will be books which people are asked to read. There will be events, and everyone needs to come to as many of those as possible. And if not, then watch the recorded video. And since it's such a small group, we're going to be in each other's business for a year and a half. So I think people are going to know if people are participating or not participating. And with this kind of thing, why the hell would you be spending a year and a half of your life putting a significant amount of time into an online or in-person Buddhist class unless you wanted to, right? You don't get anything at the end. There's no certificate. nothing like that. It's a group learning course about a certain aspect of Buddhism. So I'll be trying these things out and screen recording my confusion and putting it together. And hopefully I and you will learn something useful about how to put these things together. So I am going to now compare, for our purposes, Google Docs and Notion and Zoom Docs. Totally new to me. So Notion is, I'm sure the internet knows about Notion. I have not really used it, but it seems to be the one that everyone is competing against. So I made something called Cohort Test. And I tried to make this as minimal as possible, but they really want to help you out and make all this stuff. So they've already made this thing called a wiki, which I don't know if I want. They made something called meetings with seemingly types and tags. I don't want that. Let's trash that. Oh, okay. Wiki. Do I want a team wiki? Can I get started? All right. Well, I can't delete this, so let's just see. All right. We'll leave that there. This is annoying. I actually don't want it to make all this stuff for me, right? And then there's docs with all these. I don't want all this stuff. So I want to be starting from scratch. I do not want this telling me how to do this stuff. Move the trash. Oh, move the trash. All right, cool. So now we have nothing. Sweet. So let's add a page, and we're going to call this the cohort homepage. Now I know maybe people are used to Notion. They're screaming at me, it just made that for you and you got rid of it. What's the matter with you? Oh, okay, so if I hover, I can add a cover image. That's nice. Let's change it. Let's see. All right, I will not get lost in this, but I do see I have access to Unsplash. So if I just say Buddha, what happens? Click, go. This one. This one. Nothing happens. Click, 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 click. Nothing happens. Let's try one more time. All right, well, I'm clicking on this, but it doesn't work. What if I go back to the gallery? These patterns are nice. All right, we'll go with a pattern, assuming that we would change it later to something more appropriate, but these are nice. It should be something expansive. Now, I know you might be thinking this is silly, but this actually matters because I want to make this easy to use for my group. Right away, that's pretty nice. That's clear. There's some pop-ups here that are annoying. AI, geez. Everyone wants to use AI. Okay, let's see what Google Docs does. So this is a blank Google Doc, and I see that they are definitely making it seamless, right? It doesn't look like a Word doc anymore. And right away up top, they're like cover image. So this is trying to, you can see, right? They're trying to copy Notion. So I notice here, I don't have as many choices. There's only 2 choices for art. I can't, I don't have Unsplash. I don't have other images to pick from. All right, well, let's pick something that almost looks like Tibetan Buddhist flags. It's not, but let's pick something that feels similar. That's not bad. That's okay. That's not it. No. Category, texture, travel. Oh. Okay, let's go with that. Now, I want this to have those words. So cohort homepage. Okay, so right away, it doesn't look as good because when you're over here, it automatically seems to make this into a title, right? But in Google, I have to make that the title. Not a big deal, just a little bit of extra work. Okay, and now way over here, Zoom docs. So I made one called cohort test. It should be blank. Okay, gives me the title and the same thing. Everyone's copying Notion. Okay, this is a little more cluttered than the Notion one. See, when I hover over, it says change cover, reposition. This has all kind of stuff. Cohort, save to cloud, some star for some reason. My name, the date. Let's see what we can do. Page options. Cover. Icon. No, I don't want a tennis ball. Title. Yeah, I want the title. That looks nice. I guess I don't need the author. And oh, updated. That's interesting. I'm going to leave that for now. That might be nice. Font size. And then full. Okay, well, stuff to play with. That's good. Cover. Yeah, I want a cover, but I don't want that cover. How do I... What is this? Change cover. Okay. Okay, so this is like Notion. They have Unsplash also. Maybe I can get the same exact thing. All right, so they were using the Met. Nature. That's not bad. Unsplash. Met. Let's search Met and see if we get anything. Nothing? How about art? I don't know what's going on, Notion. I mean, Zoom. So I'm using Ethernet. This should be pretty quick. It's Japanese print. Nothing. Okay, that also doesn't work. Let me see if there's something wrong with my setup. And let me try this again. Unsplash. Click this. Maybe the Unsplash is having a problem today. All right, well, let's give this a fair shake and pick something that works. That is awesome. I don't want those people. I thought I saw reposition. There we go. Goodbye, people. I mean, I know as I resize, they'll probably come back, but that's okay. Okay, so what happened to my Japanese print? Nice. Oh, reposition. You can reposition this one too. Okay, save position. Is that going to get out of my way, or is that going to stay there forever? So here we have Google Docs, Notion, and Zoom Docs. Why is there a tennis ball? I don't want a tennis ball. Remove. Okay, not bad. So to make them, I guess I could put cohort test here so that they all look the same. AI companion, no. H1. So if I do that, I have to make it an H1, just like I did in Google Docs. But they also have the title up there, so that's interesting. Let's make some generic, welcome to this 16-month cohort. You know, how easy is it to, we can just type, sure, we can just type. Get to our other one, we can just type, no big deal. Slash command. So Notion, I think, maybe invented this. They have the slash command where you type slash sign, and then you get all these things you can pick from. Let's see. Let's pick one. Embed a subpage, make a to-do list. Heading, quote. This is going to be a fake quote. That is not a fake quote. That is by Dilgo Khyentse Rinpoche. All right. Let's see how we do that in this. Slash. Oh. All right. So Google Docs doesn't have slash, but I can paste the quote and then I can format it. Huh. I guess I gotta italicize it. Well, that's not as good. All right, and then we're going to go to Zoom Docs, and we're going to say slash. Okay. Quote. Okay. So when I look at when I look at Notion, it seems to look the best right away. Oh, it resizes after I move. It doesn't resize as I drag. Whatever. And if I go to Zoom, it resizes as I drag. That's pretty good. They don't need to look the same exactly. What's this? Okay, some sort of outlines happening. And what's this? Okay, that's back to my document. So my group is going to be doing things like dragging and dropping. So let's try that. So first we will start with Notion, and I have some files. So they have a picture and they want to drag it in. That looks good. What does this let me do? Okay, I can shrink it. I can say undo, undo. Why would I want to ask AI about this? AI, man, we don't need all that yet. Comment on this picture, caption. Oh, okay. Mount 10. That's good. People can download it. Oh, okay. Good. Alt text. Is that what it? Okay. Mountain. So this is for screen reader use. This is pretty nice. Okay. So now we are in Google Docs, and we're going to drag in our picture. Okay, fine. No. We want to make it a little smaller, fine. And what is this stuff? Add a comment, add an emoji, suggest edits. Can I add alt text to this? Image options? Alt text, okay. Mountain. Okay, that's not bad. And let's get ourselves over to Notion Docs. And we're going to drag our picture in, same as the others. That was kind of a nice preview. And then, oh, there's different views. Text view. All right, well, that's no good. Card view. Okay, and then embed view. Does Google have that? I guess this isn't that important, as I don't really want that. But expand. Oh, expand. Oh, that's nice. How do you get out of this? Comment, caption, alt text, crop image, add link, AI, duplicate, copy link to block. Okay. So what can we do here? Border and shadow. Whatever. Left, center, replace, caption the image. Oh yeah, mountain. And copy link. So I don't actually see alt text. Preview. And can I download? I can download it. Okay, so this is kind of on parity with Notion. Yeah. Okay, let's do a couple more. So I have a PDF I found on the internet of the Four Noble Truths. So I'm going to pop that, I don't know, down here. And I think I should say what this is. So I'm going to say Four Noble Truths PDF. It didn't give me a header automatically, but all I do is I click this. So this is Zoom And I'm seeing, I wish I could just leave this out permanently, but I have a bit of a auto-generated table of contents, which is nice. And that's cool. It gives you a preview. Oh, you can actually, I mean, I wouldn't love to read it this way, but you can actually preview and read the book here. Oh, once again, we have our text view. That's ugly. We have our card view. Okay, so if I don't want to clutter up the page, I could just... Oh. Did you see that? That's nice. There's actually, in card view, you can click preview, and you can read through the book or download it. That's nice. And then embed view. Oh. That's pretty good. Wow, Notion's really... I mean, see, I thought it was Notion. Zoom's really put some work in here. You can comment on this. This is a good PDF. Send. Okay, that's pretty nice. All right, now we're in Zoom. Let's do the same thing. Four Noble Truths PDF. All right, that's also just text. So I got to say I want... How do I make this in H2? H2. Oh, no. Maybe I got to highlight this and say H2. Heading 2. And then below it, I'll drag my PDF. What? Okay, so that's going to take me to a web. Oh, you can color it. That's kind of nice, I guess. Can I do that here? No, undo. So, okay, Notion doesn't have an embed. Ask AI? Oh. Okay. So it's making some kind of chat interface with that PDF. What is the gist of this? Thinking. Okay. I don't know. Maybe that's useful. Maybe that's not. I don't know. I really don't know. But I do know that default color, I want to see an embed view like I saw in Zoom Docs, and I don't see that. Oh, but I can caption it. PDF for us. Does this have Ask AI? Download embed view. It does not, and I am fine with that. I don't need AI everywhere. Okay, and then let's try Google. So Google Docs, and we have our PDF, and oh, sorry, we're gonna enter. What? No, I don't want to delete the picture. Okay, so what is this stuff? I want to type down here. What? Four Noble Truths PDF. Okay, whatever that. I don't know what that was about. H2. What the heck? What is... I don't want to see all this activity. What is this mess? Oh, suggesting mode. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Editing. Oh, editing directly. Okay, whatever. So we're in H2, and we're gonna grab our PDF and we drag it in there. Image format is invalid or unsupported. Oh, that's a killer. All right, well, certainly I know in Google Docs that what someone can do is you can open Google Drive and you can drag in a file, and then you can make a reference to that file in Google Docs. I'm not going to do that because for our group, they won't know how to do that. It needs to be one place where they can drag and drop things, so what you see is what you get. WYSIWYG. system where things just stay there. So you can't drag in a PDF. That's kind of a killer for what we're trying to do. Okay. So even though my organization pays for Google Workspace and we use a lot of Google Docs and we use Google Calendar and we use Gmail and all that, for this thing, Google is out. It won't work. Boom. Okay. So now we're down to Notion and Zoom Docs. Let's try the next thing we need to add. So this is a podcast episode. I'm using stuff I've done because I don't want to get any, copyright or whatever. So this is the Wisdom Seed podcast that I make. So I know that I can upload this. Here's an MP3 from it. And let's go. I guess I should just wait and see what happens. Well, your upload time is not the same as my upload time. So I'm going to drop it into both of these. Oh, okay. That's a problem. So as you see, there's a pop-up here. Can't upload files larger than 10 megabytes. So you need a pro plan for Zoom Docs. And I have a pro plan, but not on this account. And whereas Notion let me upload that 10 megabyte, even though I don't have a pro plan. So we're going to call this podcast episode. And we're going to give it, we'll make it also an H2, and it has a player.
Hey everyone, this is Bill Moriarty.
Hey, it's me. And let's see what we can do with it. Nothing. What are these? How come I can't click these three dots? Oh, okay. So it does let you download it. It lets you comment. I like it. And it lets you caption it. And this is an interview with Anand Tipton. Okay, that's good. And then over here, you can't do that. All right, so that's a point for, I will call it a point for Notion in Notion's favor, because although I'll be using this with a pro account, not everyone in our cohort will have a pro account. And some of them, if they want to upload a file that large, they won't be able to. Okay, so that is a point in the favor of Notion. I thought I would grab another photo just to see. Oops. So if I pop down to the bottom and I say, here's another photo. Okay, and then I have another photo here. And then I don't expect to be uploading videos to this. I expect to be referencing videos. So I grabbed one of those. Here's a video. Now this is an interview I did with Lama Lodro of Karma Triana Dharma Chakra. Once again, I'm using my own stuff because I don't want any copyright problems. So if I just paste the link to this video in Notion, we get three choices: a mention, a bookmark, an embed, and URL. Let's try them all. Mention. Bookmark. Create bookmark. And then we got a embed. And then we got a URL. Okay, these are all the same link. And I just saw something interesting. When I pasted this PDF, I just drag and dropped it, but it said embed. No. I want to try embedding a PDF. Media, web bookmark, video, audio, file, upload, or embed with a link. Embed link. No, I don't think that's going to be as easy. Okay, so here's our video. Okay, so you hover and it shows up. This looks better. So let's get rid of this way. How do you delete this? Delete. And this is not useful, just a URL view. That's not going to be helpful. So we have these two really nice views. So with this sort of card view, I click it and it takes me right to it. Comment, nice. Comment, oops. Hover, wait for 3 dots, caption, interview with Lama Lodro, president of KTD. And then we have copy link, turn into mention, whatever that is, move to something and color. And with this one, we can play it directly. That's nice. All right, so this is Notion handling videos really, really well. Let's pop into Zoom Docs and do the same thing. So we have our URL and we're gonna paste it. Link view, card view, embed view. Okay, let's do all three. Link view, that looks no good. Card view and embed view. Okay, so clearly this is inspired or severely like what Notion has here. So these are all fine. This doesn't look very good. Let's get rid of that. This is okay, but it doesn't look as nice as this card view that has sort of a preview of what it is. And what happens if we click? All right, it takes us right to it. And we can do this. What can we do with this? Nothing. Nothing. Can I click this? I can comment. Kind of same thing. What about this? Play it directly. That's weird. This one gives you the YouTube controls that are familiar on the bottom, but Zoom Docs, I don't get the YouTube controls. So it's not clear to me as a user how to stop this. I just have to click on it. So Zoom is not as good as Notion for this. So Notion is getting the win on video embeds. What else can I do? I can embed, I can edit, caption, refresh, copy. Can people download it? Well, they can only download it if they can get it from Zoom. Alignment. Okay. One more thing I want to try embedding is not dragging and dropping an image, but just pasting an image. Card view. That doesn't look very good. And now in Notion, paste an image, embed image. Way better. Way better. Okay, so the Tiger's Nest, famous monastery built on the side of a hill, side of a mountain. Okay, so what I'm finding is that Google won't work for us because we cannot drag and drop easily. Notion is looking really good, and Zoom is looking surprisingly good, but not as good as Notion so far. I will say a huge benefit to us right now is that my organization currently pays for a Zoom Pro account, and this is already included in what we have. So if I can make this work for us, and we are a nonprofit organization, that's quite a boon. Whereas Notion is going to be $10 per month for every user. I think it's $10 per month per user. Since we are a nonprofit, we might be able to get half price, which is $5, but that's easily going to put us at $100 or $200 a month forever to use this. And as I'm thinking about this with the end in mind, since so far we don't use Notion, when this class is done, if I want to maintain all of the data and all of the work that we put into it over that time, we'd need to continue to pay Notion forever for seats for all those folks to have access to it. Whereas I think with Zoom, since we already have our Zoom account, this is included, and so it wouldn't be an extra cost. Okay, so what have we learned so far? Notion is the best for drag and drop and having things just show up sort of as you expect them to and as you would want them to. Zoom is surprisingly good and surprisingly close to what Notion can do. And Google will not work for us because I couldn't drag and drop a PDF. So after all that testing, the one I chose was Zoom Docs. And since it was down to Notion and Zoom, there were a few benefits to Zoom Docs that put it over the top for us, which was Zoom Docs is included with people's Zoom account. And since we already have a paid account, we get the extra benefit of using that. But more importantly than the cost, which was a big deal, I went to the house of my friend, who's going to be one of the teachers running this. I brought the Zoom doc setup with me on my laptop. I invited him to it, and I asked him to try a few things that he's not used to doing. Dragging in a picture, dragging in a PDF, typing some words, and it worked. It worked. He liked it, thought it looked good. I ran it by another one of the teachers. She enjoyed it. So right away, I have buy-in in corporate speak from two of the people who are going to be leading the class. I liked it. I think Zoom's going to stick with it. So that's the one we picked. Let me know if you have any questions or if you want me to follow up at some point of how it is going. All right. Later, y'all.